You have to explain this whole post-Nav bowling when it's least expected. Why is the internet so obsessed, including me, low-key, about you bowling, bro?
I don't know. That shit just like, I feel like it's unexpected.
Yeah.
Me bowling, and like, I just feel like when they make fun of me, like back in the day, I used to like take it personal, like in like the early like 2017 and shit like that. Now it's like, man, whatever, like go crazy. Like
That's a good thing, if anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, what's the next thing?
Yo, I just want to say that this video is powered by DistroKid. Let's get it.
All right, what's going on, guys? You're watching KTL right now, and I'm chilling here tonight with probably the most requested guest on our channel. I'm with my boy Nav. What's up?
What's up, bro?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Chilling.
What you do today?
Today, I woke up and I woke up at like 7:30 a.m. because I'm jet lagged. I fell asleep, woke back up, got my hair cut, and then came here.
Yeah, you were telling me that you get your haircut you said 2 times a week.
Sometimes, yeah, I have to.
That's nuts. I've never ever seen Nav with like a knot fade, you know?
Right.
But I mean, we're dining in tonight at, I've never been to this restaurant, but apparently you go here pretty often, yeah?
Right.
What is this place and like, how'd you find out about it?
It's Badmaash. It's my boys Arshan and his brother. So how'd I find out about it? I feel like my older sister put me onto it. But yeah, it's just really good food.
I'll never forget the first day I found out about your music. It was like, I was in high school in grade 11. We were reading this book called Animal Farm. I don't know if you ever read that?
No.
Oh, interesting. It's like, in Canada, they always make you read that. And my old friend, his name is Badmaash Dollywall. He turned around, he was like, yo, dude, I gotta show you this thing. It's called Beats by Nav on SoundCloud. And then he played me myself, and I was like, yo, this is fire. But he's like, guess what? This guy's brown. And I was like, that just like, it felt so ill for like a brown kid in high school at that time, you know? Do you get that a lot, that a lot of brown people are like, yo, like, you are like a hero to us, kind of?
Yeah, I do. When people come up to me and like, you know, ask me for pictures and they talk to me, definitely get that a lot. It's an honor, to be honest.
I gotta say, you know, you have like a lot of hit songs, obviously, but I think my favorite song by you is Rallo.
Doing my thing, money tie on me, so I'm done with bling. After one more ring, I just built a team.
Has anyone ever told you that Rallo is their favorite song by you?
Probably not, no. But like, I've heard people like the song, but like, it's just like, the favorite song is crazy.
Yeah, I just think you're not like doing too much or anything on that. It's just for some reason, Rallo hits so hard.
Right.
And I'm curious, like, what's your favorite song that you've ever made?
For me, it's not like even just about like me on, it's more like the beat too. I always say like 10 Toes Down is like one of those ones, like, I just like, you know, usually like as an artist, you come in on the one or on the beat drops. Like I came in on a weird part and I don't know how I found that. And I'm like always trying to like figure out like how I did the whole process.
Yeah. 10 Toes Down is the one from that album for sure.
Yeah.
You're saying you ever like try to like replicate like some of those songs?
I feel like if I try to replicate anything, like if I hear a song and I try to like copy it, like my own version always comes out. So if I try to copy like my own stuff, it comes out different. It doesn't come out the same.
I think by the time this interview is out, like the album will be out, you know? And yeah, I had so many thoughts, man. I think my favorite songs, I don't remember the names, but I think it was like, one of them was like Keep Going, I think.
Okay, yeah.
That one. And then there was another one, I think it was after the Don Toliver song.
Okay, it's like the slow one. It's slow and like dreamy.
The one where you
Stay
had...
Up.
Yeah, Stay Up. For years, I'm like, yo, like he should do like the Chop Not Slop thing, and you had OG Ron C actually do that.
I mean, like I feel like I nailed it now because you're like an OG fan, so it's like that's literally the reason why I made those songs. Like I made them just like, okay, you guys want that shit? Here it is, like.
Cause I'm sure you'd be hearing that, like, I don't know, does that frustrate you ever when people be like, oh, give us some of that old Nav or whatever? Like, but you get it though, I'm sure, right?
I mean, I get it because I did do projects where I went away from that Nav project sound. So I get it. Like I spent some time where I, like, you know, was working a lot with the YSL guys. I was doing Bad Habits, Good Intentions, doing different type of like music, more aggressive sometimes, you know. So I get why they want it. So I'm not mad at that.
I do want to say I don't know. We haven't ate like most of the day,
Right.
so I'm a indulge in some food real quick. But what is this? I think this is like one is like a butter chicken samosa.
Okay.
What do you usually get like appetizer wise?
I mean, the samosas are cool, but I'd really like this
yeah.
and those right there, the golgappe and the fried fish. You know what I mean?
That's because I've never ever tried that in my life.
Really?
What really is it though? I always see it
It's
like
some,
when you go to weddings, you know.
chickpea potato mix
Yeah.
with some like spicy water type shit. Like I really don't know, but it just tastes good. You gotta eat in one bite though. You can't do two.
You eat this whole thing in one
Yeah,
bite.
you have to pause.
I'll eat it if you eat it.
Yeah, ready?
So what? You can't just like take a bite out of it. You have to
No,
eat
no,
the
it'll fall apart.
What is that though? Inside that?
I'm telling you that. See that water that's leaking from it?
Yeah,
There's some spicy water. I don't know what's in that. My boy Arjun knows what's in that, but
that's mad good. Whatever that spicy water is.
yeah, it's fire.
And then what'd you say this was? This is
The
like
fried fish.
Okay.
Yeah, dip it in here.
okay.
Yeah, dip it in this one and that one.
Let me see.
That one time.
Let me see.
That's busting.
That's like fish pakora basically.
Exactly.
What food does your mom make though? Like what's like the best dish that she makes?
My mom's muli paronte. Do you know what that is? It's like I think it's horseradish. I think that what in English. I don't know what it is. In
I know
English.
that.
It's like that white radish, and you gotta she grates it down, squeeze the water out of it, season it, and put it between two rotis, and like fire. That honestly, my mom makes a good American food too, like and like Italian food too.
Really?
Like her pizza is actually fire. She'll whip out like 6 pizzas and call the whole family over, and like we all eat pizza, and it's actually fire.
I feel like brown people can't make pizza because they'll just put like tandoori chicken on it or something.
No. When they order pizza, they do that. They put the ginger Indian style. They whisper it on
yeah.
the phone, you know?
Yeah.
Because they don't want us to hear that they're doing that.
Or the worst thing is when you have like your white friends over and then they're like, hey, let's get something to eat, and your mom would be like, yeah, I'll order pizza, and they'll get like, I don't know, for me it would be like a D Hut Surrey pizza or something.
Right.
And then they just like never come back to my house because it's so spicy.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
tell them Indian style. Every time they say Indian style on the phone, it's over.
It's over, bro.
clipped.
No, I feel you. I don't know if it's just me, but lately you've been like embracing being Indian a lot. I feel because you said you went to India, right?
Yeah. Like I want to start going international more. Like I want to see what's going on over there because I look at my stats and I'm seeing that I'm getting played in certain places. In terms of like the tapping back into the culture type thing, is like I've always kind of been shy of it because I'm not the best like spoken in Punjabi like and things like that. Like I didn't like
Feel you.
in the house in my family I grew up in that culture, but like
Yeah.
outside not really. Yeah, as soon as we touched down, like me and my producer Money Music, he's Punjabi as well.
Yeah.
So as soon as we touched down, we kind of both just looked at each other like we feel good, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, it just felt good, it just felt natural.
That's funny. I'm Pakistani. I'll say Pakistani the proper way, because like, bro,
Right.
people be getting on me. They're like, you didn't pronounce it right.
sure.
You know, and it's like just the feeling of when you walk into the airport, you realize it's so different. You know, you have like 300 like aunties like pushing you with their suitcase, and
Right.
it's like not like any American airport.
Right.
You know, so like, what did you actually do when you were out there?
We shot a video in some crazy parts. Like we went to the Thieves Market, where it's like people are just ripping down cars and ripping parts of cars out and like selling them, and they got like 20 cell phones laid out selling them. You know, it's shit's like stolen type shit, and there's like mad beggars and everything. It was just like a lot, and they're like so confused seeing us the way we're dressed, and we're like shooting a video, and people are like, we're like handing out waivers. There's like random guys that are like working on a car, like we're filming them, they're just holding the waiver, we're taking pictures of them, you know. Yeah, that was probably the craziest thing we did.
That's fire. That's fire. Whenever I travel and go to like a country like that, I always come back like learning something, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what do you think you like learned the most after coming back?
In Mumbai, like, there's so much poverty, and, like, it just like kind of humbled me and like told me like I don't feel like complaining no more after seeing what I seen. We shot a video in this part that was like it was like an alleyway, and there was like a bunch of apartments, and the apartments are like the size of like a walk-in closet.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
like a bunch of families like living. There's like 1,000 people, and there's 2 toilets for 1,000 people. And
they probably got the squat too over there.
what do you mean the squat? Oh, yeah, exactly.
Squat?
Probably,
Bro,
yeah,
you
God
never
knows.
wanna have the squat,
God
bro.
knows. We just like gave them all money so we could just like, you know, make everybody happy and clear out the area so we could shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I've been seeing like hella hate towards brown people on like Twitter and TikTok. Like you've been seeing like mad people just like racist towards Indians and stuff lately.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, I don't know what the thing is. Like, I think it's just like accepted, kind of.
Right?
It's like
That's-
Asian
yeah.
in general. I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, Chinese, Korean people, that type shit too.
Not people joke about it, but yeah, it's wild. But I do want to say, so, okay, so you touch back to your roots in India, but also Rexdale, you know? I've never been there, but I've been to like, I guess Scarborough and like Markham and like those areas. What made you want to tap back into Rexdale for this whole album in particular?
Just kind of like you sit back after like accomplishing a lot of things you want to accomplish, and then like it's like, what do you do now, type thing. And I just thought about it. I'm like, I want to go back to my high school, do stuff like that. And then that just turned into like, okay, let's go back to the block. And then all the little homies that we watched growing up is popping out, and we just stayed there for like 2-3 hours comfortably. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just felt good to just be back. And like I realized like nothing changed.
For you, I don't know, maybe it's changed now and it's different, but is it like a rough place?
It's a rough place. Like if it's rough, like if you go into the wrong crowds. I feel like the hood could be a bad place, but it could be a good place too. Like a pedophile couldn't live in the hood, like because you know, like there's people that's gonna stand for good things,
They're
but there's
gonna
also
check you,
bad
yeah.
shit happening too. So like,
Yeah.
and I found friends that did messed up things. I found friends that didn't do them. So I just keep them in different zones.
I feel like you never had a, well, it might seem like it to people, but you actually didn't have like an overnight success.
Right.
You know, I'd like read into it a bit, and I think that you were making beats and like really trying for like some years, I think. What was like your most down bad, just like struggle story back when you were in Rexdale, you think?
I was making beats from one of my best friends, Frost, and he was rapping. And my parents work in factories and like don't really make that much money. And my dad was
what kind
like,
of factories like?
like my dad drove like a forklift.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then my mom worked in like a factory that makes like remotes for like TVs, like the computer chip part of it or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So my dad made more money than my mom, obviously. So when his company closed down, shit was like, all right, it just got crazy.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to make beats no more. And like shit got rough over there at the studio, and I just quit. And when I quit, shit got dark. Because we had to start I started making money to be able to do other things. I started running around the streets doing whatever. Yeah. So that around like when I was 21 was probably the worst.
So, but you said you quit for a while, but then what made you want to go? Because I've never heard the story that you never told us, in my opinion.
I mean, I tried everything. I tried again, like money wherever I could get it, trying to do like a real estate license.
No way.
I
You were
tried
trying to
do
sell
that,
house at one point?
whatever. Like I was
Yeah.
actually mortgage broker license.
Okay.
It's all my early 20s. And then I actually tried to do like an electrician course. Like I'm like, yo, maybe I can make some legal bread. Because one of my friends was doing it. One of my friends from Rexdale started doing, electrician was making cool money. And I was like, hey, like that sounds legit. Like street shit only gonna, like I see where that ends up usually. So I did the course and I got a placement. And that shit's not easy to get. But I remember working and I used to work with like a bunch of immigrant guys, like Punjabi guys to be honest. And we'd like be in the grocery stores doing whatever, like changing LED lights, doing all this dumb shit. One of them quit. And I remember his situation was like fucked up, way more fucked up than mine.
Yeah.
Like he was an immigrant living like in a basement, and he had a bunch of issues going on. But he's like, "Fuck this shit," and he quit. And I'm like, he has no plan. I got a plan. Like
Yeah.
I can figure it out.
Yeah.
So that was one reason. The other reason was I used to wear headphones while I was working.
Okay.
And listen to music. And my boss told me, "Yo, you can't wear them no more because I probably messed up or did something." I was like, "That's it." That's when I knew.
I can't listen to music, so I gotta
That's when
quit.
I knew. Like, yeah, I love music, and I was
Yeah.
just cold turkey. Like, made up a lie, quit. No, 2 weeks. It was a rough job though, because he had to like go night shift.
Yeah. Oh, those are like the physical jobs where you're like carrying
Yeah, your
shit?
knees hurt and shit. Like, shit's
Yeah.
whack.
What were you listening to in those headphones?
Like mostly like Future, like some old stuff back
Yeah.
then. Like Max B, like just random stuff, you know. But like it's just like I just knew I needed the music.
That's funny, dude. Would you ever like tell Future like nowadays, like, bro, like I used to bump you when I was trying to be an electrician?
Yeah, I already have. No, well, not while the electrician, but I told him that I bumped all his old shit. I'll name the songs and shit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's not cool, bro.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Hope I did not scare you. But, so you know KTO represents putting on for the next generation of artists. But, you know, in order to really make it as an independent artist, you absolutely must have a reliable distributor. And so I'm gonna give you guys my recommendation, and that is DistroKid. It's no surprise really that a lot of the artists you've seen us interview on this channel probably started their careers on DistroKid. And I think it's super vital for not only being in control of your music, but also 100% of your earnings. Because I know DistroKid gives you unlimited uploads and it makes it super, super easy to just get your music on all the platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, etc. And really you just pay a yearly fee. So if you guys are serious about, actually getting your music out there and also building a fan base, I am gonna put a link in the description for you guys so that you guys can start using DistroKid. But yeah.
Have you ever been to my neighborhood? Because I think my neighborhood is like not like Rexdale of British Columbia, but it's like, I don't know, I guess like Brampton or British Columbia. Like, you've been to Surrey before?
Yes, I have been there.
Yeah?
Yeah, I went there. How old is that? Damn. I feel like I was like grade 7. How old are you when you're grade 7? Like 12?
Yeah.
When I was 12, I went there with my dad for a wedding. And it was
Interesting.
cool though, like, cause the family they had mad money.
Yeah.
So it was just fun being around them, just getting whatever I wanted all the time.
Let me guess. You went to Bollywood Banquet Hall?
No, I don't know where. I think those little things I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember those details.
So-
Usually where we go to what? Just Vancouver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, it's my birthday there.
Oh, no
Last
way.
year randomly, yeah.
What'd you do at your birthday?
Went to that club, whatever it's
like
called.
gallery or something?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Nice.
Did a little hosting there.
Nice.
I was just laughing all night because it's just hilarious,
Yeah.
over there.
One thing I want to ask is like, well, I got to shout out our mutual friend, Mitch Modes, real quick, Mitch Modes is my guy. And I think that from him, I'm seeing that XO and Opium have just become like so much closer, But I think like he and also you are like a big part of that because you've been working with Carti for a while. The Weeknd did a song with Carti recently, but that made me like think I just need new Nav and Carti. And obviously the album will be out by this time, but when I heard that song today, it brought me so much joy, bro. Tell me about that. Like, whose idea was that? How'd that come about?
I don't know. I've known Carti from like so long ago, like from like 2016, 2017, and I just remember us being like trying to like trade our like fucking Supreme sweaters and shit like that long ago.
Oh, what?
And just like I just love the guy, and he's just a cool guy, always been down to earth, cool with me, and just the record came about. I don't know. I think Cash got it from him or something, and then I recorded that in Turks. I remember recording that one in Turks, and I really didn't feel like recording that day. But when he played that record, I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna record today.
It's so interesting. Like, when did you first meet Carti?
I think first time ever was like we didn't know each other at all. We just said what's up, and he had a show, and we were actually pulling up on A$AP Rocky, me and Cash, and we went to his show, and like the show got shut down. And then the first time I actually like met him and like got to kick it with him was when I was in the early stages of doing Perfect Timing, and he was at the same studio that Metro was at. Metro sessions are like that, like you never know who's gonna walk in. So
Interesting.
that's where that whole thing started. That was like a long day together.
Did you guys like stay in touch ever since your collabs? Because he's like really quiet, like past couple of years he doesn't like go out in public, but I'll see like pictures of you guys in the club. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know they were actually like friends beyond music,
Right. I feel like certain artists kind of they understand that like we're always in our own zones, and that some friends that you don't talk to for a long time, then you go around them and it's like no time lost.
Yeah.
I feel like I have that with like Playboi Carti, with Uzi, with Thug. Like if someone doesn't hit me up, I'm not like, oh my god, if he hasn't hit me up or something. Like I'm probably just in the studio recording, and probably sleeping. Like it's like we're all over the place. So
Okay, obviously it's like new Carti, but you brought like the die-lit beat out of Carti too, it's like a very playful beat. Was that like your choice? Like, did you kind of craft that together, or?
No, that's on Carti. I have my slot. I fill my slot.
So you didn't choose the beat for that song?
No.
Interesting.
If I did pick the beat, if we were in a session we picking beats, I probably wouldn't have picked that beat.
Really?
So just like it's crazy that he picked it.
Usually a Nav album has like 6-7 features on it, and they're like, I think you only have like 2 features on it.
That's
Huge
why.
artists too,
You just said it. That's the reason why. I feel like I don't need too many features on them. These songs, especially like some songs don't really need a second verse. I feel like it's a drag nowadays. Like people's attention span is really getting short.
Yeah.
You just gotta adjust to the times.
100%. And also your album, this one wasn't like 20 songs.
Oh no.
Why'd you want to make it so concise?
Just because the experience that I have when I listen to songs that albums that are that long,
Yeah.
is like it's a lot to digest. It's too much. Things are just moving fast now. Like if you're not like swiping, you're like swiping through an album. I feel like people just scan right through an album.
You used to play like hockey before too, no?
Yeah, when I was growing up,
What kind of hockey like?
Ice hockey.
Oh, ice hockey. Where?
Yeah. Started when I was like young, like 6, 7 years old. My school was right in between my house and the thing, so they would give us skates and like take us to go skating and shit.
All the hockey kids were like the meanest kids, dude. Wasn't it like that back for you?
When I was growing up, man, like I was the only brown kid playing. So like it was just a bunch of white kids.
White kids, right? Yeah.
White kids were mean. White kids were tough.
Dude,
They
yeah,
tried to
when you're the
kill
only
me on
brown
the
guy,
ice.
yeah.
When I skate to the corner, they're trying to destroy me. Pause. I'm telling you.
You ever like fought someone like while playing hockey or like sports?
No. I was too small.
What about like
small,
just like at school in general? Like you ever?
Yeah. I had to. It's ironic. They would call me Paki as the racist thing, and I'm not Pakistani. And that was the racist word when I was growing up. That the little white kids used to call me was Paki.
Interesting.
And you have to defend that, you know.
Yeah.
A couple black guys.
So you got into a fist fight like in school? Mm-hmm. What was the outcome?
I remember I beat up this one kid. When his mom pulled up, she was like, "Oh, you ripped this jacket." And I'm like, "Nah, the jacket was ripped. Like the jacket was being ripped. I didn't rip it. I'll tell you right now. Like, come on, man. I'm a grown man now.
Yeah.
I didn't rip the jacket, but she's defending it like, "Oh, you gotta get in your jacket." My mom pulled up and just blamed me like Indian style.
Dude, that's fast.
It's like crazy. Like
They'll
you know,
never
in our
stand up
culture,
for you, bro.
and I love my mom to death. I
Yeah.
don't care nothing. Whatever wrong she did to me, I don't give a shit. She's my mom. Mom said, this Indian culture, that's how it is. Like, they gonna blame their kid. Like, why you getting in the fight? Like, he called me Packy, man. I gotta defend that. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So, yeah, just that's exactly what happened.
Well, I think when you're a brown mom, you just want to be, like, good with everyone, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, you'll just apologize.
Especially being, like, immigrants and shit, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what is that, by the way?
Mango lassi margarita.
Alcohol, right?
Yes. So you can get it without alcohol.
I might ask for that.
It's fire.
Would you ever do, like, a full tape with Metro again, you think? Like, perfect timing, too? Like, I know people obviously comment that on your page, you know?
The stars align, it makes sense, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean, though, really, like, when the stars align?
Because he's focused on other things and I'm focused on other things right now. And
True.
we got, like, real personal lives, too. Like, and not even talking about just me and Metro. Like, in my own personal life, I went through things that, like, you know, I can't even really talk about, but, like, that stopped me from making music. That made me not want to go to the studio like that anymore. And I had to overcome things. Yeah. You have to balance your personal life and the music shit. And it's not easy sometimes. So when people see that, oh, music's taking long, like, they don't really know what's going on with us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's social media shit. Like, I wish it wasn't really a factor.
Dude, I bet. Do you ever see, like, the aura shit online?
Yeah, for sure. You can lose aura quick nowadays.
Dude.
You do some shit like fall off the stage, you lose bad aura.
Yeah.
But if you land on your feet, you might get aura.
You might get,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, for sure. One thing I was gonna ask you is, you have to explain this whole post nav bowling when it's least expected. Why is the internet so obsessed, including me, low-key, about you bowling, bro?
I don't know. That shit just like I feel like it's unexpected.
Yeah.
Me bowling and like I feel like the my form in the picture is kind of funny. Like I'm trying mad hard. You know what I'm saying? so yeah, I think I was playing for the money though in that picture.
I see. Okay, that's why you were trying so hard. No, I feel that because I just every like 2 months, like I'll just see someone post that, you know, and it'll kind of like cleanse the timeline.
Did you see the kid with the shower curtain?
Yes, bro.
There's a whole shower curtain with me bowling.
Was that real? I thought that was Photoshop.
No, it's real. It's real.
Oh my god, bro. The fact that you have a fan that did that is actually really impressive.
Nah, it's crazy. I used to feel like when they make fun of me, like back in the day, I used to like take it personal, like in like the early like 2017 and shit like that. Now it's like, man, whatever, like go crazy. Like
that's a good thing, if anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like, what's the next thing?
Imagine being an artist with like no streams, you know, like they would die to have people make memes about them. You know?
Right.
So I guess you look at it that way.
Perspective.
Yeah. But I mean, speaking on the internet, bro, how do you feel about like misinformation? Because I swear the other day I literally read a whole post, paragraphs, and it was like such a lie about you. It was so funny. It was like Nav divorced his wife and she didn't take his property because his mom owns the property. I was like, bro, Nav does not have a wife, bro.
I saw that. The first time I saw
that.
You
saw it?
The first day, of course, I seen it. People calling me, man. Like,
Okay,
my
okay.
mom texts.
He's like, nah, you have a wife?
My
You never
mom texted
told
my
me?"
sisters in a group chat and said, "Is this true?" And my mom was like, my sister's like, "No, it's fake." And she's like, "Okay, my head was spinning." Like, I can just imagine my mom freaking out.
Yeah.
But no, it's not true. But it's like the first time I saw the post, I saw it early. I saw it like a month ago, and nobody really kind of like paid attention to it. And I put the cap emoji on it.
Yeah.
And then when I seen it come out more and like getting more traction, I'm like, let me just leave this alone, like, cause it's a good story. Like, whatever, if people believe it, they believe it. It tells you how much you shouldn't believe what's on the internet.
Dude.
I let it rock now though, cause it's a good story.
Loki makes you look like a boss.
Exactly. I'm like, it's a good idea, to be honest. I might just put everything in my mom's name.
Bro, yeah, that's kind of true. I could never, ever be someone of that magnitude because, like, people would just lie about you all day and, like, you can't comment cap to every single one, you know?
It's like, oh, I'm allergic to pretzels. That story was stupid too. Like,
I did low-key believe that at first.
that shit's so crazy.
Yeah, that's wild though. But like, what about like reviewers? You ever watch when like people review your music?
Yeah, there's certain ones that stick out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you fuck with that? Like whether it's a good or bad rating? Like do you appreciate it? Do you watch it?
I mean, I've caught myself listening to somebody's album and reviewing it like very quickly and badly, and like, you know, I feel like we all do that. So it's like now with social media, you got like a platform where people have like a voice and they can just get clicks and whatever. So it's like it's whatever. I come to terms with it over the years.
Feel you. Like Fantano always reviews people's shit and he hates on it every time, bro.
Right.
And I just wonder sometimes. I'm like, do artists watch that? Like, do they care? Do they change their music based on that?
Oh no, never change the music
Really?
based on that. No, not that. I mean, if it's like if he's saying it and like you got 5 other people that are like liking it, it's like it's cool. But say if like all 6 were saying the same thing, then you gotta start paying attention and dialing back.
Makes sense. What do you look at more? What your fans are saying? What the average person is saying? What your team is saying? Like, what do you care about the most?
I feel like numbers don't lie, especially like in terms of like streams and like even especially, you know, the main thing is when you go on stage. When you go on stage and you perform one of those new songs and people know it, I feel like this is the best indicator of like what's really going on. It's really like outside. I feel like New York, you go to the clubs, it's playing like
True.
or like are you getting story mentions like girls in the car snapping it, like whatever, like
True.
I feel like that.
That's true. You know what's kind of crazy is like, so, you know, on my channel, like I interview a lot of like newer, younger generation rappers, right? And bro, it's actually wild that so many of them will credit their influence to you. Like they'll be like, oh yeah, Nav's the reason I started rapping.
No way.
You know? Yeah, there's like younger artists, and I'm sure, you know, they look up to, like, they always say like Juice WRLD, like X, Carti, and then they'll be like Nav, you know? And I hear it because it's like in the melodies a lot, and even when we interview like UK rappers, like especially UK ones, will credit you.
That's crazy.
Did you ever think about that, like your influence on like the newer generation?
I'm the least aware.
Really?
Of that, like, I can't even say like if I've heard somebody's music and I was like, oh, they got that from me.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like everybody else knows that shit more than I do. I feel like I'm in the driver's seat, so I just wake up and I go to the studio and play video games. I'm kind of like in my own bubble.
Really?
So I don't really pay attention.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm honored. As long as I can leave some kind of dent in this world.
Yeah.
A positive one. You know what I mean?
Right. And I feel like you already have. I think you have sonically, but also like visually. Like I see a lot of people with your haircut.
Oh
too,
no, that's
bro.
for sure. I see that.
Yeah?
I see that.
You do see that. You can't escape that.
That with the Cartier is going crazy.
Oh, man.
On my birthday when I was in that club in Gallery, I said, oh my God, there's so many Navs in here. I'm like, look, there's one right here. I was pointing them all out. It was so funny.
Oh, in Vancouver, there's a lot of people
they
that
look just like me. Like,
dude, yeah.
Spider hoodie.
Yep.
Glasses, fade. It was mad funny because they was getting hype when I was saying that. So
I literally know exactly who you probably are talking about too.
No, you don't, because there's 15 or 20 of them.
Really? Okay.
You have to know all of them.
Hey man, I don't know. Would you ever like change your hairstyle? You think or no?
No, like
You
I don't
kept
know
it
what
the
I would
same
change
for,
it
like,
to.
years, yeah.
Yeah, it's my shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
That's
They gotta
fair.
change theirs.
That's funny. You have done so much in music, and you know you've had hit records and all that. But what do you want to like? What is there left to kind of do for you? What actually excites you?
To be honest, I see myself like not like being a teacher, but like in some kind of form, like maybe like open like a school or something where like
No way.
we could teach kids the real way to do shit. Cause I went to a school that was cool, but a lot of like old school engineers that's right by the book. Like you got to do it this way, that way. You can't insert a reverb. You gotta send it every time. Like all these little rules and stuff. Like it's just like there's cool sounds that come out of breaking the rules. I would just I would like to revise what I learned and teach it my way, and I'd make it affordable, unlike the shit that I went to.
Right.
Yeah.
That's mad cool. I never thought that you would do something like that, to be honest.
Because I'm really like a gearhead. Like I used to rent equipment.
Yeah.
Like there's a thing called the Avalon 737, and I got it on finance and just like paid payments and just used it, and I used like the little beat money, $200, this that, to pay it off.
Damn. Wow.
I always cared about equipment.
Hey man, I appreciate it, and one thing we kind of close it off with always is because like, you know, a lot of our audience is super young. What's like some honest, real, genuine advice you would give to like the kid watching that, you know, might want to be in your position?
Man, the social media shit is crazy right now. It's unhealthy, so just don't compare your life to other people, because you don't know what they got going on. A lot of these guys, their cars is rented. This shit is like, you know, they say you see the vacation, but you don't see the credit card debt. So they don't pay attention to what's going on the internet. I feel like that's what's really messing up these kids, is they want to get rich tonight because they see somebody else doing it like that, and they don't know what the real backstory and what's going on with everything.
So. For sure. No, I get that. That makes sense, bro. I appreciate you, bro. And the album's mad fucking dope. I know like people are gonna love it when it's out. You're gonna pay for this, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, bless. I appreciate that. Thank you, Nav. Nav, Kids Take Over. Appreciate you.
What's up, Nav? I think you commented on our Got It video.